Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a makeup tutorial for you, and I kind of just wanted to put together a look, nothing in particular, not using anything in particular, but it literally has been maybe like a million years since the last time I wore makeup. At least it feels that way. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just me being lazy or what. Also, maybe it's just my gym schedule since I'm like consistently in a routine again, but I just haven't been feeling like doing my makeup daily. And I've said it before, or at least I think I have, but these days I'm lucky if I get to do my makeup at least 3 times a week, sometimes maybe just 2 or once, and that's usually it, and the rest of the days I'm barefaced. But you know, sometimes you're just feeling kind of frumpy and you want to just be cute, even if it's just for yourself. Like literally nothing's going on today, I just wanted to do my makeup. I think I'm just gonna go to Target and strut the face there, just that type of situation. So anyways, but I just didn't, since I did my makeup, I didn't feel like doing my hair, so I just popped this wig on. But I was inspired to wear this wig because I want to do like a pinky shadow look, something very simple too, nothing crazy. I don't want to do any cut creases, just like a nice soft glam but with pink. And I'm using the Morphe Hit the Lights palette. This is one of my favorite, well, it's become one of my favorite palettes. Very versatile. I've talked about it before. So anyways, yeah, if you want to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. Okay, so to start off this look, let's see, can I look a little more interested? Okay. I'm going to be priming my skin with this moisturizer. This is from Bliss. This is their X-Glosion Super Rich Moisturizer. This is probably one of the best drugstore moisturizers I have tried in a minute. I bought this mainly for my kit because I heard really great reviews on it on the Twitter, and I had to test it out. And of course, I always test things out on myself first before seeing if I really want to use them for my clients. And I was expecting to not like this as much as I did because I am oily, and this is kind of meant for those on the drier to normal side. But even for me that I'm oily, I love wearing this, especially at night. Underneath makeup, yes, I will say it does make your makeup a little bit more dewy faster if you are on the oilier side, but even wearing this at night is so good, and your skin will be so soft and moist. So highly recommend. Go get it. It's worth it. Okay, moving on. So I'm priming my lids like normal. You guys have seen me do this a bajillion times, and I am just lining underneath my bottom part of the brow. I am using my CoverGirl True Blend concealer, which I've raved about already before, and just a flat concealer brush to create that nice sharp line, and patting it down. As I pat down, it dries, so it becomes a nice canvas for eyeshadow. I'm then going to be just setting it with a little bit of powder because I just want to make sure it does stay in place. I don't always set it. It's kind of just if I'm feeling like I might need to, so it's one of those situations. So to start off this eyeshadow look, I am taking a really big fluffy brush, and I'm actually going to be using a really neutral shade. I don't have the names on this palette anymore because I threw away the little paper. I don't know why Morphe does that. I think they need to stop that, and they need to print the names on the palettes because it's really annoying to refer back to it. But basically, it's the very top row, the second to the last. Okay, it's that matte neutral shade. And I'm taking this on a really big fluffy brush, trying to blow it out as much as possible. Even though we're working with color, I tend to always throw in some type of neutral shade just to make it not so in your face, not so extreme. You get what I'm saying? And then I'm going to start brightening this up. I am then switching over to a different clean brush, and I'm just going to be placing this on the outer V of my eye. This is one of the hot magenta pink colors. I believe this one is on the bottom row, the second to the first. And I am just using this on the outer V, patting it more so as I get towards the inner part of my lid. As you can tell, this is just kind of a technique I like to use to help blend it into the lid. We are going to be putting a different shadow on the lid, so I'm not being too precise with this, but I do want that nice gradient effect. So now I'm taking a flat shader brush, and I'm picking up that iridescent pink in the palette. You can use whatever iridescent pink your little heart desires. I really am just trying to make use of this palette. But I actually am a little disappointed in the pink I use in it. I thought it was going to grab a little bit better. I thought it was going to pick up. I even wet it with some setting spray, but I think maybe if I had used my NYX glitter glue primer, it might have worked a little bit better. But either way, I still thought it was cute. It wasn't so much of a bright shine, it was just like a little sheen. So I think that's what gave me the soft glam vibe moment. Next for foundation, as you can tell, I am going in with my Miss A Beauty sponge, and I did show the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation, but I actually had to mix a little bit of my Bare Minerals because that foundation was actually a little old and I hardly had any left in the bottle. I actually need to go foundation shopping. So if you guys have a recommendation for a good foundation, please let me know. I think I'm going to try out NARS. I used that on a client recently and I really, really love the finish. I've been wanting to revisit Fenty, or I may just stick to drugstore and stick with my Maybelline Superstay. We'll see. I'm not too sure yet. So I am just bouncing this damp sponge all over my skin, and I feel like I was having a good skin day here, so there wasn't much texture to try to cover. I'm going to be going in now with the same CoverGirl concealer I used to prime my eyelids. I use one of the very lightest shades in this concealer range. I do like a really bright under eye, although I will say I was going back and forth looking at the footage, looking in the mirror, looking at pictures I took, and I couldn't tell if my under eye was too bright for this look. And I also kind of freaked myself out because I think it was one of those moments where, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I hadn't worn makeup in days when I filmed this. So by the time I was putting on makeup, which was obviously for this tutorial, I actually think I forgot what I looked like with like really bright under eye, and I was just psyching myself out. And for a minute, just for a minute, I was like, this what it must feel like when I have clients who never wear makeup or who haven't had their makeup done like in a long time feel like. And they're like, no, the makeup is great. It's just that they're kind of taken back and you're kind of unsure as an artist if like you like disappointed them or not. But I think I just experienced one of those moments. I'm not sure. That's how long it'd been, guys, since I had like had a full beat on my face. Anyways, so I'm setting that concealer and all the highlighted areas like my chin and the center of my forehead with a little bit of the Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder. I'm using the translucent shade. And then I'm just going over with a little bit of foundation powder. I actually don't even remember which one I'm using here. I want to say it was the Benefit, the Hello little foundation powder, the one that has like a little square compact, but I'm not too sure. But I was going over with powder foundation because I just wanted that seamless coverage. Then I'm going in with a little bit of the Benefit Hoola bronzer. They sent over some minis, which was really cute, and I was actually out of my Benefit bronzer, so it was nice to have that back in my stash. I am applying this with just a big fluffy brush. And then on the jaw, I've kind of been avoiding bronzer there. I've just been using a little bit of contour powder and then also just contouring my nose, really, really chiseling it out. I feel like I've been kind of struggling with my nose lately. I don't know if you guys ever go through phases where maybe you have a feature of your face where you kind of just not digging. I feel like because I hadn't been wearing makeup and stuff, I just been really accepting my nose, and I have my father's nose and it's not as petite and cute as I would like it to be, but I've never really had a problem with it. And then just recently, I just feel like I've been kind of like, like over it. And then I have days where I'm like, bitch, you're fine. Like, get out of your own head. It's just one of those things. Anyways, so I did highlight the center of my nose only, like the bridge and the tip, just to help accentuate the contour. And I'm now applying blush. I did go a little bit heavier on the blush than what you guys are probably used to seeing me do on myself. And I also did apply blush across my nose. I've been noticing that this little trend has been picking up all over the gram and on Twitter, and I actually really like it, which is funny because I actually used to hate blush at the very start of my makeup obsession in high school. But yeah, now I really love it. I feel like it gives a nice youthful appearance to the face. I've noticed that all the filters on Instagram that people love to use have that overly blushed look, and I think that's why, because it gives us that nice youthful appearance. Anyways, I'm then applying the Fair Ben Nye powder to bake and doing my brows while that bakes. My brows are actually laminated here, but they did need a touch up at this point. I would think I was coming up on week 4 or 5, and at week 6 is the recommended touch up. For those of you who don't know, I am doing that service now along with microblading and of course my makeup services. But if you guys want a video on the brow lamination, let me know. If you want to like have me talk about it, if you want to see me do it on one of my clients, I'd be more than happy to do that because it's actually really, really cool and really, really fun. After wiping away the bake, I am taking the Pixie Silky Eye Pencil. I forgot how much I love this, and I also realized how bad I need to throw away my other eyeliners because this one was just so creamy. And I think my other eyeliners have also just gone a little dry already. So I also was very, very impressed because it's been a long time since I've used the Pixie eyeliners, or maybe they reformulated it. I'm not too sure, but this was so creamy, yet it stayed so well. It didn't budge at all, and I was really happy with it. And I just smoked it out with the colors in the palette that I had used on the top part of my lid. I then highlighted my inner corner, and I am just applying a wing. I get a little bit on the struggle bus here when it comes to applying wing liner with my lash extensions, but I feel like I have gotten better at it. If you guys struggle with this as well, if you have lash extensions, let me know what you do to kind of help you out. I'm then coating my bottom lashes with a little bit of mascara, and I am then moving straight onto the lips. I was going for a little bit of a more neutral lip. I kind of was just all over the place. I really didn't know what I wanted to do because I was just playing with makeup here. I feel like I said it'd been a hot minute since I had sat down and done my face. But I'm lining with a darker liner to just help accentuate my lip line. And then I'm going in with, I believe it was one of the Kylie matte liquid lipsticks in her nude collection. So yeah. Anyways, here is the final look. If you guys like it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I have a fun video coming up next. We did a little bit of a home DIY improvement, so that'll be fun to see. And Danny makes an appearance, my husband. So anyways, please subscribe, like, thumbs up, whatever, and I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye, guys.